This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Today we're going to give you a tour of the videotapes that Obsolete Video Services actually transfers. We do an awful lot of videotapes, folks. We do a lot of different formats. So I'm going to walk you through what formats, a few of them anyways, of what we can actually transfer. All right, here at Obsolete Video Services we do EIAJ or skip field, which is a half-inch videotape such as this on a 7-inch reel. These were in multiple different types of formats, and here at Obsolete Video Services we have all the formats to do this particular tape format. Okay, tape number 2. This is a V-Cord 1. Was a format that came out before VHS or Beta. This was a format that came out probably around 1976. It was a one-off format. Only, I believe Sanyo was the only one that made this format, and it died real quick before Betamax came out. So we can actually do these as well. It looks like an 8-track and it loads from the side of the cassette. Kind of a bizarre videotape format, but I think you guys will get a kick out of this. This is a V-Cord 1, and it came out with a V-Cord 2 that looks exactly like this. I just don't have a tape to show you as an example. We could do both formats. All right. Of course, 3/4 U-matic, which is the most prevalent with broadcast television. This was, my God, from the late 70s, early 80s into the 90s. They used to use this for archiving news clips and commercial breaks and spots. They would put them on tapes like this. Sometimes run movies and things off of these. But this was like the first broadcast cassette in-house studio tape that was used in-house at television stations. This is called 3/4 U-matic or 3/4 U-matic SP, depending on which type of tape format they actually bought. It's 3/4 U-matic. Okay, then of course they had Betacam SP. This came in a small shell and a large shell. They came out with Betacam SP, and this is, the funny thing is, they came out with Betacam SP and they came out with digital Betacam SP. They look exactly the same. But we could do both formats. This is a large 1 hour and 90-minute cassette. And they also come in small shells, 15, 10 minutes, 25-minute spot cassettes. This is a really good tape format, and this was prevalent all through the 90s. This was one that was used quite a bit. It's called Betacam and digital Betacam SP. They used this format a lot in the 90s. Okay, now we're going to talk about the most amazing format, 2-inch quad tape. These came out in 1967. And they were used, God, up into the early mid-80s. Here you have a spot reel, which is about 20, maybe 25 minutes. This is 2-inch quad as well, which is a different quad machine. There were several quad machines that were used during that time. It just depends on what format you had. Same type of tape, but a different type of recording method. But this is a 25, 30-minute quad tape. This is another 25 or 30-minute quad tape, which is on a very early Brown format, which was probably done on a non-standard quad machine, and that's about 30 minutes worth of tape on this one. But then you got the standard NTSC, the most popular quad machine that would record 1 hour and 90-minute TV programs on tapes like this. This is a pretty popular format at that time. TV stations used to use quad up into the mid-80s. It was a very popular format. It was sort of a one-off deal. They would reuse these tapes a lot because they were very expensive. $300 a tape when they were being sold. So the TV stations would record a program, erase the tape, and then pop it on and use it for the following day, especially this particular format. Until 3/4 U-matic came around and they were able to save their programs because these cassettes were relatively cheap, and they were able to save an archive of the program, whatever program was being produced at the TV station, and they had more of them available. If you ever wonder why TV shows are missing and a lot of stuff they didn't save, it's because it was recorded on 2-inch quad tape. It was always recycled because of the expense of the videotape. Compared to 3/4 U-matic, which was his predecessor, these were kept because they were able to buy boxes of 10 at a time at a reasonable price and record something very cool and keep it. And they'd have more of these available to put on shelves and have for further reviewing. They couldn't do that with quad. The expense was just too much. And of course, like I said, they have 1-inch format as well, and they did the same thing with that because those tapes were very expensive as well. Anything on the bigger reels was not kept. It was reused. Very, very expensive. Anything that came in the cassettes like these, they were cheap, they were affordable. Not particularly this one, because the EIAJ tape formats were really expensive, and when they first came out. So these were sort of reused, but the cassette formats were not. These were all relatively cheap and affordable, and you could buy these and save your programs. It's a crying shame so many TV programs are lost because they use such a big format of the day and they just kept recycling the tapes. Case in point, the NFL game, which there was a recently one discovered, NFL Game 1, that was discovered on 2 tapes, 2 quad tapes like this. Pretty amazing story, but like I said, it was just a God-given luck that it was recorded on a 2-inch quad. But generally, anything recorded on 2-inch quad is erased for the following day's program. So I hope you guys have a good idea on Obsolete Video Services transfers and what we can do and what we're capable of doing. But we do all kinds of videotape formats. We can handle anything you could possibly throw at us. And again, guys, if you have any videotape transfers or you find the holy grail on 2-inch quad tape such as this, Obsolete Video Services would love to help you. We'll give you a good price for a very good deal for whatever tapes you might send our way, and we'd be looking for your business. If you guys want to send it to us to do, would be fantastic. So hope you guys enjoyed this little tour of Obsolete Video Services, and contact us at the following information below. We'd love to hear from you.